Hey everyone, welcome back to part two of this Q&A. This is a really good one, guys. Um, Reading Rails comes in. This is former Conrail 7222 SD80 Mac. It's great to see you, man. It's been a long time since I've seen you. Uh, love the new YouTube, man. Love it, love it. I apologize if I'm scratching a little bit. My nose is just itching a little bit. Hey, man, we've missed seeing you, and I'm glad you've been Rail fans some. Max or Peterbilt's, I like both of them. Favorite rebuild from NS 60E and the 70 ACU. Uh, Favorite CS experience out of the three 3194, then 911, then 1776. Thoughts on the new P 1979 We Are One unit? I didn't even know they did this. The race between the ACS 64 and the Acela, who would be faster? The top speed for the ACS 64 is 125, but it's capable of doing 135. The Acela will run 160. So I would say the Acela would take it out. Favorite Steam model, NNW J611 and the NNW A-Class Steam engine, which is the 1218, and also the Y6Bs, which was 2156 in that class. Let me see. Favorite Class 2, I don't really know. That's maybe more of a smaller railroad, like serving a region, maybe. I think Florida East Coast falls in a Class 3. KCS, I think, is a Class 2. So for me, it would have to be KCS. Favorite short line from here, where I live, the Norfolk Portsmouth Beltline. Also the Commonwealth Railway, because they're just here. One of my other favorite short lines is the Aberdeen Carolina Western. They're all EMD. I believe a lot of their equipment is ex-Canadian National. The Aberdeen and Rockfish, the A&R, that's all EMD, and they bought EMDs for their own operations. They did not inherit other units. They were built for the A&R. Two really unique Carolina short lines as well as the Buckingham branch. The Buckingham branch has all EMD. New Jersey Transit or Amtrak, I like both of them. New Jersey Transit because of their GB40PH-2s, which were rebuilt at Altoona shops, and some of them were like CNJ, New York Central, and Conrail units. And for Amtrak, I love their fleet of once EMDs because of their F40PHs. I've always loved the Amtrak F40PH in Phase 3. So thank you for your questions, and please come back again. Love to see you again. Transcontinental Rail fan comes back. Man, great to see you guys again. Man, I'm seeing lots of names I haven't seen in a while. Have you Rivers, the Railroad Museum in Virginia, in Portsmouth. That's up from me. I'm about 25 minutes from that museum. It's been a long time since I've been in there. It's a small collection, but I have not been in there in years. I've got to do a video over there. Favorite railroad site in Pennsylvania? Altoona. And the next one is Tyrone, PA. It's along the old Pensy as well. That's one of the next towns I will do. So, thank you, sir, for your questions. Oh, take usernames up here. Long list of questions. Great to see you, buddy. And King of Love Train will be the next one. How are you doing? Staying busy, man, is all I can say. Have you seen the movie Unstoppable? Yes. I think I might have mentioned it in part one, but I have seen it, and it was a really good movie. Mac or Western Star has to be Mac. International or Volvo, the older International trucks. Never been a huge fan of Volvo. What song would you recommend now? Well, it depends on the genre. If it's country, I like a lot of country music, like George Strait, Reba McEntire, um, Tracy Lawrence, Keith Urban. There's a lot of songs out there I can just name. But 50s through the 80s for me, little 90s, little now, but a lot of country music. Um, really good songs. There's so many I can name, but a lot of good ones. Is there any graffiti that you've seen recently that really stood out to you? Not really. I just don't pay much attention to it. Um, I do see Popeye and Bluetooth on the side of a grain car one time, and it was pretty cool. That did stand out because that's one of my favorite cartoon shorts from the 1940s. Do you like European trucks? I have seen photos of, and those are unique. I will use that word pretty out there. I've used that word pretty tight there. Unique because they're cool. Any locomotive models you've seen lately that are completely uncommon to what you usually see? Don't see a lot of older EMD much on the main line. I mean, some of it's in the yards, some of it's on locals, but not many of it on the main line. Like an SD40-2 had a high hood 38 go out on a hopper run right before New Year's, so it was pretty cool to see that. So I mean, any of the older EMD on this side, it doesn't really come through that much. Have you ever been out with day out with Thomas? Yes, I believe I mentioned this in part one as well. Did it at Strasbourg when I was just a little boy. Uh, Even went out to the Amish country as well. Beautiful out that way. Did you have a favorite television show growing up? Well, I had several. For kids, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, Sesame Street. I watched Thomas. But for like adult TV when I was younger, still is the Andy Griffith Show. Andy Griffith Show, a lot of the more appropriate stuff then. Magnum PI, 1980s television, Knight Rider, The A Team. I watched Crocodile Hunter when I was a kid. There's so many shows I can just name on and on and on. And of course, Looney Tunes, Tom and Jerry, all that. Oh, heck yeah. A lot of good TV back in the day. Uh, do you like Phineas and Ferb? Never seen it. That was pretty much out of my time as cartoons when cartoons started to change. I really didn't pay much attention to it, but I know what it is. Do you like poetry? As a matter of fact, I do. And I've written poetry when I was in school for certain classes. And poetry's fun to write. Any poems you would recommend? Well, I like most any poetry, like haikus, and haikus is more of like a nature type poem. But I really like a lot of poetry because it relaxes your mind, and plus poetry you can get really creative, and I've gotten really creative with it over the years. I don't write much poetry, but I may get back into it. So you might have inspired me there to get back into it. Do you like driving at night, and do you use a lot of sticky notes? I do like driving at night, just because you use your headlights and whatnot. But I like driving through the night sky. And do you use a lot of sticky notes? No, but I mostly like to keep a calendar and writing things down in like a notebook or even a little pencil and paper. What was the best birthday gift you've ever received? You know, I've been very blessed to be here. Every day is a gift. And one of the greatest gifts I've ever received is love from my family and for all of us to be together. I mean, I have received some gifts over time for birthdays. I mean, that's normal. But the one of the best gifts I've ever received is love from my family and all of us together, and we're blessed that every day that we're here. So that's one of the best gifts I've ever received, not just on birthdays, but just every day. You actually have a birthday every day. I learned this from my barber that cuts my hair. He said, "You have a birthday every day because it's every day that God gives you." So, just wanted to make that point. That's a really good question. Thank you. Um, Favorite period in history? I like all history because every period of history is different, and you learn something different in all history. I'm not a huge fan of world history. I'm mostly into American history, but I love American history. What'd you say is the weirdest thing on your desk right now? I have the most common things on my desk: a big desk calendar, pens, paper, and all that, and of course things I have to do for work. But I try to keep a neat desk. Um, do you own any musical instruments? Yes, I do have a guitar, and I'm starting to learn how to play that again. Do you like Pure Line? They're those little round cookies, like straw cookies. Yeah, those are good. How many books do you own? Too many. Um, if you had the option to open your transport company using either trucks, trains, planes, or ships, and only one of these, what would you choose and why? Definitely the trains, because trains can go farther and um, move more cargo on a single gallon of fuel. That's the most efficient way. One of the most efficient ways. Out of the Freightliner Classic, Western Star 4900, Kenworth W9, and the Peterbilt 379, what would you say is your favorite? Out of the four, Kenworth W900 and the Peterbilt 379. prefer the sleepers or the day cabs. I like both cabs because they just look cool. If you had to choose a truck to own, what would you choose? Kenworth W900. Favorite all-time truck. Have you seen an AC 6000? Many on CSX. Many on CSX before they sold them off. What kind of locomotive do you like to hear idling the most? One name, EMD. Most any EMD except the EMD Tier 4 unit. So, thank you, sir, for your list of questions. Great to see you again. Please ask more, guys. King of Love Train and Steven Sane Rail Fan Productions. Both of these guys come out. Great to see you, gentlemen. Favorite scene from There Goes a Train from King of Love Train. Out of the ones listed, Amtrak, the rail yards, or even the Railroad Museum, all scenes of that movie, of that video. The best video that Dave ever did. So thank you for your questions. Steven says it's been a while. He's the last one, but he is back. That's great, man. Good to see you. You plan to see the 611 soon? Hopefully, if my schedule for work allows. Reddington in Northern or Gulf in Ohio. Both are cool railroads. Which superpower would you rather have? Teleportation or techliness? I don't know. The superpower I would love to have is to restore a train with just one little flash there. I would have superpowers or the restoration power, which would be put the power on a train and just let it restore by just one flash. I wish I had that kind of power, but unfortunately, no. But so thank all of you for your questions, and it's really great to see all you guys again. For the ones who've been out for a while, and also the ones who are continuing to come in. Really, thank you. You guys are the ones that really make these Q&As popular, and just a lot of good creativity. I'm really, really impressed. But anyway, that is April's Q&A. Thank you all for asking questions this month. If you haven't asked any questions, from this month, I've got one coming up in May. I've got one just every month, so they're always out there. So expect maybe some rule updates coming up soon. I will make that announcement real quick. I'll have to go through it and just kind of make some modifications to the rules. Probably won't be anything too major, but an announcement will be made once those changes are made. So, guys, that's a wrap for this Q&A. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing all of your questions in May. So, been a real good start in 2021 with this, as well as all the other videos. So, I did post 3 tutorial videos up there for some technology stuff. Definitely check those out. I got 2 premieres coming up soon. Actually, this weekend, rather. So, anyway, that's a wrap, guys. Remember, smash the like button, drop a comment down below, and subscribe. Tap the notification bell. We get all the latest updates. Lots of videos are going to be coming up soon, so stand by for all of that. And also, check the community section. I've got a couple polls in there. Definitely give those a look at it as well. So, there's no limit on those. Just look at them just when you can. So, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this Q&A, and I'll see you guys next time.